Why did Lala Kent's ex-fiance, Randall Emmett, direct an A-lister film under a fake name? He has made his presence known in Hollywood for many years, so why would he choose a name change? Keep reading for more details on what transpired for this to happen. Why did Lala Kent's ex direct a lister film under fake name? Lala Kent met Randall Emmett when he came to dine at SUR, where she was a hostess. She was also an aspiring actress, and he wanted her in one of his films. From there, it was history, but he was filled with secrets. She had no idea that he was still married to Amber Childers, with whom he had 2 daughters. They were traveling together and living their best lives, so how could she have known he had left his family behind? After he officially got divorced, Lala and Randall got engaged, had a baby, and then he was caught cheating. Things further unraveled, and she learned so much more about him than she could have ever imagined. It was alleged that he was abusive and inappropriate toward women. Furthermore, Randall allegedly had his assistants do his dirty work for him, as well as fronting for his lavish lifestyle. He also owed millions in unpaid and outstanding loans and so much more. Now he has moved from producing to directing, but, according to page 6, he is using a pseudonym. Randall just directed the John Travolta film, Cash Out, but under the name Ives. He also worked with Travolta when he produced Gotti. So, why did Randall Emmett choose to use a different moniker? An insider shared this. He's known as a producer, and he's starting to do a lot of directing. He's decided he's going to direct going forward under the name Ives and produce under the name Randall Emmett. However, it could be to dissociate him from the plethora of scandals that have surfaced in the last few years. A Hulu documentary came out regarding this, interviewing Lala Kent's family and Randall's former employees. Of course, he denied any wrongdoing in the matter. Randall is speaking. Prior to the Hulu documentary, an LA Times piece was written detailing all of the wrongdoings of Randall Emmett. In response to what was said, he had this to say. These allegations are false and part of a now familiar smear campaign orchestrated by Randall's ex-fiancée to sway their custody dispute. He firmly believed that this was the work of Lala Kent, but she refused to address his comments. Rather, an insider shared this. This piece was clearly done with many sources over many months of reporting by the LA Times. Lala was a small part of this whole story. The article is really focused on Randall's shady business practices for the last 10 years plus. Now, he is back to work as a director under the name Ives, but will this change how people see him and garner more respect? More so, do you think he changed his name for business reasons or to distance himself from the scandals? Let us know your thoughts in the comments and watch Vanderpump Rules Tuesdays on Bravo. Emily Simpson doesn't know how to handle Shannon Beador. Emily Simpson is sharing that she does not know how to handle her RHOC co-star Shannon Beador. The two have had a very up-and-down friendship over the years. Now, season 18 has everyone divided, and Emily admits she and Shannon are up in the air. Keep reading for more details on where they currently stand. Emily Simpson doesn't know how to handle Shannon Beador. A lot has transpired since season 17 of RHOC wrapped filming. Shannon Beador ended up getting arrested for a DUI hit and run. She even had her dog, Archie, in the car when this all happened. In the aftermath, her ex-boyfriend, John Jansen, was by her side. Then he began dating show alum, Alexis Bellino. Though Alexis had issues with some of the cast, she reconciled with Tamra Judge before she and John started their courtship. Along with that, Shannon, Tamra, and Vicky Gunvalson were performing as the Tres Amigas, but Tamra left the show due to a scheduling conflict. Between her friendship with Alexis and the tour departure, everything fell apart between the Tres Amigas. Shannon and Vicky went out on their own, and season 18 was a whole new ballgame with Alexis joining in as a friend of. Now, with season 18 having wrapped, co-star Emily Simpson is speaking up about her experience, mainly where she stands with Shannon. She dealt with a lot last season when Shannon was fighting with John Jansen, then venting to the cast while inebriated, but forgetting she had done so. According to Monsters and Critics, Emily Simpson spoke to producer Alex Baskin and was transparent. She admitted that it is hard to be friends with Beador. Additionally, Emily has no idea the current status between herself and Shannon Beador. I don't really know where we stand. I would say I always have the desire to be friends and to make things work with her, but I think she's difficult to be friends with. For Emily, things began to really shift a lot this season when she got some information from Tamra Judge. She learned that Shannon asked for Emily not to be invited to one of their Tres Amigas shows. This was a hurtful revelation for the lawyer and mother of 3. Uninvited, Emily Simpson went on to explain how she felt when Tamra Judge shared that Shannon Beador did not want her at the show. Tamra called me and said, "I can't invite you to the show because Shannon does not want you there, you were banned. She doesn't want you anywhere around." Though Emily believed that she and Shannon were good in their friendship, that shifted everything. She learned Shannon was saying awful things about her. This made her question if they were really friends or not. Regardless of that, Emily has a great friendship with Jana Kirschenheiter as well as Tamra. Therefore, it seems she does not need Shannon's validation. Are you excited to see what Shannon is up to and how she interacts with the ladies when season 18 begins? Let us know in the comments below. Kyle Richards gets Overhaul, shocks with naked face selfie. RHOBH star Kyle Richards recently got an overhaul and has shocked with a naked face selfie. She is not always dolled up on camera or in photos, but she is used to glam. Yet, she had just undergone some procedures, so to show them off, the mother of 4 went completely barefaced. What were the reactions? Keep reading for more details. Kyle Richards gets Overhaul, shocks with naked face selfie. In the last year, Kyle Richards' life has dramatically changed. She was the subject of cheating rumors between herself and country singer Morgan Wade. Shortly thereafter, it came out that Kyle and her husband of nearly 30 years, Mauricio Umansky, had separated. They refuted this as long as they could, but did note they had experienced the hardest year of their marriage. The struggles that they had faced were filmed for season 13 of RHOBH, with cameras picking back up after the split announcement to capture the aftermath. When the reunion rolled around, Kyle revealed that Mauricio was now looking for his own place, and she was visibly struggling. Yet, all throughout the season, Kyle's co-stars were fixated on her lifestyle changes and how much she had changed. She stopped drinking and was working out every day. Her body was insane, and she looked phenomenal. Sometimes she appeared she was pushing it too far. Now, Kyle has undergone 2 facial procedures, so she went all natural to show off the work. She showed off the results on Instagram, sharing this. "I'm sharing this makeup-free photo because I wanted to share that I finally got the courage to go see at Maringlam to microblade the parts of my eyebrows that I like to fill in, and I also did lip blushing." Kyle Richards did note that her daughter, Portia Umansky, contoured her nose, so she was keeping that. Followers immediately chimed in with their thoughts, and it was a very mixed bag. "You look better with makeup too dark, needed to be a shade or 2 lighter. If I looked like that without makeup, I'd never wear it. Beautiful. Natural looks amazing on you. So then none of this is real or makeup free. Geez." Past procedures, Kyle Richards is no stranger to alterations. She has had 2 nose jobs, one of which was documented on RHOBH after an incident on the Halloween set. Kyle was thrilled because it took years off of her face according to her doctor. Additionally, she underwent a breast reduction, so she is all for a little refresh. However, as some fans noted, the photo she shared was not makeup-free as she did have lip blush, eyebrows, and a nose contour. Still, many felt she looked absolutely amazing. What do you think of Kyle's new refreshed look? Are you hopeful she will return for season 14? Let us know in the comments below.